Hey guys, Mona Lisa here, and I'm going to be reacting to Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 1. This show is just getting better and better. It ended off with Arya leaving Westeros, I would imagine, and Tyrion is being smuggled out of King's Landing. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen in this season, but um, you can see my predictions for season 5, and you can probably have a laugh at those because, as you know, I'm not very good at these predictions. Who I want to win and who I think will win is the challenge by the Marilyn, and I've changed my mind with who I want to win. It was the Starks, but I think Stannis Baratheon. I think he's a contender now because obviously Tywin is dead, and Stannis, I think what he's done up at the wall is the right thing to do. So I think he deserves to be king. So that's the reason why I've changed my mind there. And who I still think will win is the Targaryens, which is obviously Dany because he's got the dragons, and yeah, that's really the reason. So yeah, my whiteboard, not much has really changed. I've added Ed onto it because I forgot about him. So we'll see what happens in this season. And that being said, guys, let's get started.
We shouldn't be out here alone.
Why not?
If your father
He'll never know we're gone.
You don't need to be afraid of my father.
Who are they? I mean, obviously highborn, aren't they? Because of their clothes.
Get out.
Oh, I thought there was
Get
somebody
out.
who was dead.
Let's go.
No.
Listen to your friend.
They said that you were terrifying. With cat's teeth and 3 eyes. You're not terrifying.
I wonder if this is like a flashback and this is
You're
Cersei
boring.
as a kid.
You don't know what I am.
Tell me my future, or I'll have your 2 boring eyes gouged out of your head.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a flashback and this is Cersei as a well, teenager.
I've been promised to the prince. When will we marry?
You'll never wed the prince. You'll wed the king.
But I will be queen.
Oh, yes. You'll be queen. For a time. Then comes another. Younger. More beautiful. To cast you down and take all you hold dear.
Will the king and I have children?
The king will have 20 children.
Yeah.
And you will have 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Gold will be their crowns.
Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Cersei!
I mean, she was. I mean, it had to be, didn't it? Yeah, I really think she's done for. I don't think. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it for her this season.
I want a moment alone with him.
But, Your Grace, many of these lords and ladies have travelled day and night to be here from all 7 kingdoms.
They will wait.
He never wanted you to be a king's guard, but here you are, protecting his dead body.
What he built, it's ours. They're going to try to take it away. All of it.
They?
All of them
Yeah.
out there are enemies.
Then man who murdered our father. He tore us apart. He's the enemy. I've been telling you for years. You've been defending him for
This
years.
is exactly what they want.
And now our father is dead. And that little monster is out there somewhere drawing breath. Did you set him free? Tyrion may be a monster, but at least he killed our father on purpose. You're a man of action, aren't you? When it occurs to you to do something, you do it. Never mind the consequences.
Apologies.
I still don't see why I had to stay in this fucking crate once we set sail.
I saved your life. If they catch you, they catch me. I cannot say I feel overly guilty about leaving you in that fucking crate.
Do you know what it's like to stuff your shit through one of those air holes?
No. I only know what it's like to pick up your shit and throw it overboard.
Ventus?
The home of my colleague, Illyrio Mapatis, a merchant.
Oh,
He
he's the
and
one
I
who
met
had
many years
Dany,
ago
wasn't
through
he?
Mutual friends. A group of people who saw Robert Baratheon for the disaster he was. We tried to do what was best for the realm by supporting a Targaryen restoration. And thus began the chain of mistakes that has led us both here. Things have gotten worse, not better. Westeros needs to be saved from itself.
Are you a lord if you kill your father? I don't imagine they revoke your nobility for killing a whore. Must happen all the time.
You already drank yourself across the narrow sea.
In a box. Why stop now?
Because we are talking about the future of our country.
So he just wants comfort. That makes sense if he's never had that sort of like security. Oh no, what the fuck?
Sons of the Harpy.
Yes, Your Grace. They left it on the body.
They've never killed before.
It was only a matter of time, Your Grace.
He did not risk his life fighting for his freedom so cowards in masks could take it away. And I did not take up residence in this pyramid so I could watch the city below decline into chaos. I want him buried with honor, publicly, in the Temple of the Graces.
The Sons of the Harpy will hear that message.
Make them very angry.
Angry snakes lash out. Makes chopping off their heads that much easier. Find the men who did this and bring them to me.
White Rat, the Unsullied who... I have heard they found his body in a brothel.
Oh, she's
I have
curious.
heard that more than one Unsullied has been known to visit Marines' brothels. Why would an Unsullied go to a brothel?
I do not know. I must go.
So she wants to know if they're still men, then, well, if they still got their parts.
Shouldn't you be training too?
Well, I'm hardly a new recruit. How many brothers can say that they've killed a White Walker and a Fen? I might be the first in history.
These men need a firm arms. Always have. They're poachers and thieves.
I thought he was dead.
Not soldiers.
I thought...
That one hates me.
If Sir Alice is chosen as the new Lord Commander, he hates the wildlings.
Oh, that little weasel.
Good. Pivot. Don't forget to pivot.
The king wants a word.
I shall take back the north from the thieves who stole it. Tywin Lannister is dead, he can't protect them now. I shall mount Roose Bolton's head on a spike. But if I'm to take Winterfell, I need more men.
The men of the Night's Watch are sworn to play no part.
Talking about the damned Night's Watch. Talking about the wildlings.
Oh, is he going to recruit the wildlings?
You want the wildlings to march in your army?
They swear to follow me, I'll pardon them. We'll take Winterfell. Once the North is won, I'll declare them citizens of the realm. I'll give them land to live on.
It's a fair offer. More than fair.
I'll offer them their lives and their freedom. If Mance kneels before me and swears his loyalty.
Don't think that's likely.
Convince him to bend the knee, or he burns.
Eunuch, the spider, the master of whisperers.
Imp, half man. There are faster ways to kill yourself.
Not for a coward.
You are many things, my friend, but not a coward.
No.
You never told me why you set me free.
Your brother asked me to.
Would have said no.
Refuse the Kingslayer, a dangerous proposition.
Not as dangerous as releasing me.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for the Seven Kingdoms.
Drunken dwarf will never be the savior of the Seven Kingdoms.
I don't believe in saviors. I believe men of talent have a part to play in the war to come.
Going to have to find another soldier. Done with Westeros, and Westeros is done with me.
You have many admirable qualities. Self-pity is not one of them.
No.
Not well suited for work.
I think you are. You have your father's instincts for politics, and you have compassion.
Compassion, yes. I killed my lover with my bare hands. I shot my own father with a crossbow.
I never said you were perfect.
What is it you want, exactly?
If you sat on the Iron Throne, would you spread misery throughout the land?
I will never sit on the Iron Throne.
No, you won't. But you could help another climb those steps and take that seat. The Seven Kingdoms need someone stronger than Tommen, but gentler than Stannis. A monarch who can intimidate the High Lords and inspire the people. A ruler loved by millions with a powerful army and the right family name.
Good luck finding him.
Who said anything about him?
Is he going to be working with Dany?
You have a choice, my friend. You can stay here at Illyrio's palace and drink yourself to death. Or you can ride with me to Meereen, meet Daenerys Targaryen, and decide if the world is worth fighting for.
What the fuck? So it sounds like it's been 2 weeks from the season finale of season 4.
Viserion? Rhaegal?
Oh, fuck.
Easy.
Well, I mean, obviously they're not going to be happy with being locked away, are they? So, I mean, they can't burn her though, can they? Because she's like a dragon.
When we first met, you were my prisoner. And now, for our last meeting.
This doesn't have to be our last meeting.
No, but it will be.
You told me you weren't here to conquer. You told me your people have bled enough.
That's right. I don't want them bleeding for Stannis Baratheon either.
You spent your life convincing 90 clans to come together for the first time in history. A life's work uniting them. You didn't do it for power. You didn't do it for glory. You brought them together to save them because none of them has survived the winter, not if they're north of the wall. Isn't their survival more important than your pride?
Pride? How will they do it? Beheading? Hanging?
They'll burn you alive.
Bad way to go. I don't want to die and burnt to death. I don't want people to remember me like that, scorched and screaming. But it's better than betraying everything I believe. You're a good lad. Truly, you are. But if you can't understand why I won't enlist my people in a foreigner's war, there's no point explaining.
I can see where Mance is coming from.
I think you're making a terrible mistake.
The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted.
Yeah. It's a tough one because I don't want Mance to die, but I can see where he's coming from. Like him taking the knee and then, you know, basically his guys are gonna, well, they're gonna be forced to go to war for Stannis, which is exactly what Dany is doing as well, isn't she? He's giving them a choice, you know, you either live or, well, you live and fight for me, or...
Kneel and live.
This was my home for many years. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
There is only one true king, and his name is Stannis. Here stands your king of lies. Behold the fate of those who choose the darkness.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This was a weird episode. Okay, so that was the season start of season 5. I'm confused and I don't really know what is going on now and what to think. Yeah, it sort of has my sort of mindset all over the place at the moment. So, but yeah, let's go through sort of the main bits of the episode. So we started off with Cersei. As a girl, I thought that was pretty obvious. We sort of like the looks and sort of the evilness of the girl. That I thought that would be a flashback to Cersei, and yeah, it was. And she just basically had her sort of future read by this witch, and it did say that Cersei was. Yeah, she was going to be queen, but then somebody younger and more attractive was going to take over, and which obviously she didn't like. Yeah, it just shows sort of the Cersei's attitude has always been, you know, she's been a little shit. I don't know, she just kind of reminds me of Angelica from the Rugrats, so sort of evil little shit. So yeah, and then we had Varys and Tyrion's conversation. Obviously, Tyrion getting out of the crate and starting to drink instantly. He's struggling with a lot of things, At least in King's Landing, he was a lord and he was somebody. He had money and all that, and now he's just basically starting from scratch, having to deal with killing his father and his like one true love. That's obviously something it's not easy to deal with. So yeah, but Varys is like, I basically want you to help Dany, the real like bloodline of who's supposed to be ruling. I want you to help her for the realm, and because obviously Tyrion, in Varys's eyes, he's very good at sort of reading people and communicating, and he's good at a lot of things, and that's what Varys wants Tyrion to help Dany with, and that would actually be quite interesting if that was to happen, because Dany's inexperience, and I think with Tyrion's smarts, that would be very interesting. But whether Tyrion would go against his brother, he would go against Cersei. I don't think that would be a problem. But obviously Jaime is going to be the problem, isn't it? But that was I did not expect that. I don't know what I was thinking Tyrion was going to be doing, but not working for Dany. That I never in a million years did I think that was going to happen. Well, I don't know if it is going to happen, but it sort of sounds like that's where they're heading now. So, yeah, things are changing, definitely. Yeah. Then we had the sort of end scene with Jon speaking to Mance, and Mance is like, "No, I am not gonna, take the knee or bend the knee or whatever you could call it." To Stannis, I didn't come here so I didn't come here so my people is gonna be forced to fight. I came here because I wanted freedom for my people, and I'm not gonna play these games. I would rather die than give my people over, forcing them to join Stannis's army to take over and play their games. So I fully understand that, and Jon just couldn't convince Mance that that was the right thing, and it ended up being Mance's death. He was meant to die by fire, but Jon did put an arrow in his heart to sort of stop that sort of cruelty, which I respect. And I don't know what's going to happen to Jon now, because obviously he interfered with something he shouldn't have. But I totally get it. I respect that. So I don't know what's going to happen up there now. I think in a way Stannis and Dany are sort of similar. But then I don't know. I don't know where I stand with this. I'm gonna have to have a think about this, because obviously Stannis is forcing these guys to fight for him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a think about that. The top 5. Number 1 is Jon. He did what he did what he had to do, and I think in the end, killing Mance, I respect that. Burning like that is not a way to die. So I totally respect Jon for what he did. I think Jon, he's a very level-headed guy now, and he's my number 1. Number 2 is Varys. I totally see where he comes from. He wants the best for the realm, and I can see why he would want Tyrion to play a part of that, because Tyrion, he has a heart, and he knows, Tyrion, I think, is the guy to sort of help out. Definitely. So I totally see where Varys coming from. He had a game plan, and I totally get it. So Varys is my number 2, and number 3 is Dany. I think I probably got her wrong a bit. I think she I think her heart is in the right place, but her inexperience, and she's got a bit of a temper which she needs to look out for. But yeah, I sort of liked what she was getting at here with, you know, not letting people fight to the death, and yeah, I respect that. So yes, he's my number 3. Number 4 is Pod. He was he's just a sweet guy, isn't he? And you know, he wants to help. And you know, Brienne in this episode here, she was sort of in the dumps. You know, she doesn't really know what the point of her is now. So Pod is sort of trying to, look, come on, we need to get there. So yeah, Pod's my number 4. Number 5 is Tyrion. He's in a rough spot at the moment, and you know, having to deal with being in a crate, and having killed, you know, his one love, and you know, his father as well. There's a lot to deal with, and I think it would be quite interesting if their plan is to go to Marine. Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm gonna have to have a think about it, but that is quite an intriguing sort of what's going on. So yeah, Tyrion is my number 5. The bottom, number 1 is Dario. He's sort of trying to convince Dany that yeah, you should go ahead and, you know, have people fight to the death. Like, no, I don't agree with that. Like, don't try and get into her head like that. No, I'm not having that. So yeah, he's my number 1. Number 2 is Stannis. I just don't like the fact that, yeah, I mean, I know that's what happens in wars and all that, but I just didn't like the fact that, you know, the wildlings who are free, you know, they don't want wars and all that. They just want to live, and he's basically forcing them to fight for him now and take over the north. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, but I didn't like that. So yeah, Stannis my number 2, and number 3 is the priestess. I don't know, she's sort of the way she is with Jon, I don't like that, and the fact that she was asking him, you know, you're a virgin, and he was like, no. Well, that's a good thing then. It's like, well, I don't know if she was gonna like kill him if he was, because she was like pure or whatever, but yeah, I didn't like that. And obviously she was quite happy with just burning Mance, so yeah, I'm not having that. So she's my number 3. I couldn't find a 4 and 5 in this one here. Like with Sansa, I don't really know what her game plan is at the moment. Obviously she's with Littlefinger, but I don't know what that is. So she's staying on my sort of good side at the moment, because I don't know what that development is going to be, whether she's playing Littlefinger or what she's doing. So yeah, and I don't think Littlefinger did enough to be on this yeah, to be on the bottom in this episode. So yeah, that was that. And so the title, it's called The Wars to Come, and yeah, I think it's just basically everybody sort of trying to plot, because now Tywin is out of the way. You know, everybody wants to get their hands on the crown, and that's sort of what they're plotting. So yeah, obviously we got the Tyrells, who want Cersei out of the way so they can sort of manipulate Tommen and sort of rule that way. And then we have Stannis trying to force an army up north to take over. So yeah, he's trying to get the wildlings to join him so he can go to war against Bolton to take the north. And then we have Varys, who wants Tyrion to join Dany, and that's obviously to go to war to get the crown back. So yeah, I think the title is definitely all these little plots that people are having to sort of trying to take over the crown. So yeah, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know why. I was expecting a bit more out of Stannis, but obviously Stannis has to take over the north. I totally get that, but I thought he was going to try and protect, you know, the wall a bit more. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think the wars to come is definitely sort of what's happening in the various camps at the moment. So yeah, that's the title. That's what I get out of the title. Let me know if you get anything more out of the title than what I just got. So yeah, I think that being said, guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching my reactions. And yeah, I don't really feel like I've done my best with this one, but bear with me. It's gonna get better again, I promise. And yeah, that being said, guys, I will see you in my next reaction.